Hello, folks. How's it going, everybody? Eastern Europe, let's go! 9 p.m. here in New Jersey. Oh, I didn't know you were in New Jersey. Romania, Transylvania. Awesome. I expect to see some poutine being drawn. Don't worry. To appease my Canadian Disinherited fans, poutine will be in the game. I'm not above pandering with food. I'm also very easy to pander to with food. How's my sound? Bones! 4 a.m. for Dryden. No, it is not 4 a.m. for me. For me, this is like 8 p.m. Almost exactly. But yeah, thank you to Europe for being here. Y'all are the night owls, after my own heart. 3 a.m. in Spain too, wow. Yes, we gotta have cheese curds on the poutine. It's gotta have cheese curds. I will accept nothing else, personally. Camera a little low. Can I raise it up? So, let me just, music could be a bit quieter, voice could be a bit louder. Let me see what I can do about that. That won't go any louder, but the Scarlet over here might. Let me take the music down a bit. There we go. Well, ironic you ask, I would love to coordinate time just after you. Tell me what works best for you. I'm just trying out a bunch of things right now, schedule-wise, just to see what people like, what works for everybody. Thank you, Forgotten Demon. So excited to see this game develop and be able to play it myself. Me too. Oh, okay, so about the camera being low. The funny thing is, it is actually sitting on a coffee mug right now that I got from the Omaha Zoo. So this is, there's not an elaborate tripod that I can bring up. Let me see. Yeah, it's like facing forward. Okay. We do love the jank setups. Maybe someday. Very stable, very stable. Alright, so for today's stream, I figured this will be just like a nice chill little art stream. I'm going to do some drawing. I'm going to start with a new relic, and then depending on how long it takes, we might go on to some decorations for the next area, and I would be very excited to see suggestions for that kind of thing up in here today. European people right now, so sleepy. Take care of yourself. If you're too sleepy, if you need to go to sleep and wake up tomorrow, don't lose sleep on account of me, okay? Okay, let's switch over to iPad view. Yay! It's working! Wonderful. We love to have the most working iPad stream. I do. Tibia Hortons. Okay. So that you have to witness 20k. We're getting 10k more on this stream. So the relic that I have in mind for today is thematic for the thing that's coming up in the devlog tomorrow. A little bit of foreshadowing here. Wait, did I say Saturday? It should be on Friday. The next devlog. This relic will deal more damage proportionally to how fast Samuel is moving. So it's going to take the information from the velocity and add some multiplier to your damage with a minimum and a maximum. If you're just like standing still and you throw something, it should still deal the same amount of normal damage. It's only going to be a plus modifier. So I think this could be a really fun one. And I have there technically could be bones in it, just depending on what we decide. So the theme, I think, should be something Hermes or something Mercury. But I was thinking it could take a lot of different forms, right? So it could be some sandals or some boots or something, because that has inherently a lot to do with movement. But it could be some kind of bangle or armlet. It could be like even a circlet or a pendant. It could be literally wings. That could be kind of interesting. Oh, or staff of Mercury, like the like the Caduceus staff. That's actually Mercury's staff, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Quicksilver. Quicksilver would be a really cool name for that. Pair of rollerblades for the speed of the relic. Big fan of your work, sir. Keep it up. The Caduceus of Hermes, it is. That would make a lot of sense, especially if this is adding on to the bash, the Caduceus, because then it's like you're holding the staff and it deals the extra damage. I think I like that. And that's going to be fun to draw. I say fun with absolutely no fear in my heart. Just a little. Okay. So this is the... I'm going to go with the staff. I think that's really great. Maybe it could even be called Quicksilver Staff or Caduceus. I don't know. We'll come up with the name later. This is my little setup where I have all the relics, so I can kind of keep them with the same line width and stuff like that. There's our friend Aegis Helia, Aegis Mana, Aegis Cosmia, Ninox Mask, Pneumatic. I changed this to Pneumatic Clogs because I just think that's so funny. Clogs and the connection to plumbers. And here's the other one that what came up this... Why does it keep doing that? Come on, buddy. Go to the new... Just stay there. Alright. Oh, I should make his cane turn into a Caduceus. That would look really sick. Am I pronouncing that right? Somebody put a phonetic pronunciation in chat. This is Procreate. Yes, looks like Procreate. Top Hat, you nailed it. Okay. So I'm going to open up, not a new layer, but the new layer that I already have open. And let's, but I want to put a little background on it. Yeah, that's going to burn my eyes out. So let's just do something nice and calming, like a nice calm blue. Ooh. So the first layer that I'm going to put on here is just like a sketch layer, just to kind of find, where's the, you want yourself one of those table snake arms to hold your camera. Oh, okay. I'm going to put that on my list as something to get. So the first decision that I have to make is probably, like, what is the orientation of this going to be? For new folks who are joining, we are drawing a Caduceus staff, which is Mercury's staff. It's also a symbol for healing, although in this case we're kind of doing the opposite, because what it does is increases your bash damage the faster you're moving. So if you're going super fast and you smack something, you might just obliterate it. Could be really, really fun. I'm gonna need to, I think, to pull up maybe a reference for this, just because I have an idea of what I think it looks like in my head. But let me see just real quick. Give me a new opera window. Where are you, opera? I'm gonna look it up on my computer. Caduceus. Traditional symbol of Hermes. Okay, so it's got two snakes wrapping around. It's got the wings up at the top. It's got a strong thing down there. What categories will the relic have? It'll be a mobility and damage one. Staff memory stone that has a cool... Ooh, let me check that out. Staff memory stone. I don't know why I'm looking up, but like it might be on a on a wikia or something. Maybe it does. I'm not seeing it anywhere. At least not like immediately Googleable. Okay, Thaki keyboard. Yeah, I love the clickiness on this keyboard. Jump roll plus bash, exactly, Otavio. Alchemy symbol for Quicksilver. Yeah, okay. Here we go. I'm gonna try briefly. We'll see what we like better, the diagonal or the or a straight up and down version. So these are gonna be our little snakes. Let me look over here at my reference. So it's still got this like nice little circle. So it actually kind of looks a bit like Samuel's staff already, Samuel's cane. And then we would have like a snake head here, snake head there. This one goes, we'll say in front. This one's going to go behind. Let's get this so we're not like... Let's not go completely wild. Let's get the center first. And again, if you're new joining, this is our Caduceus staff that's going to increase our damage when we're going faster. And this is my first little sketch layer just to try to feel out what the general shape of this design should be. I could probably make it easier on myself by just enabling the symmetry thing now. And then I could, if I wanted to, actually rotate it. But it's sort of fun to do the hard bit. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Hey, KJ Forson, I'm glad, or K Jason probably. I'm glad you could finally catch a stream. Why not make it attached to the staff so the staff in the center and the snakes and stuff attached? That would be really cool. Unfortunately, the staff is baked into his animations. So I would have to redraw it on every frame in order to make this a possibility. Let's turn on our symmetry here. What you got? Edit drawing guide. Symmetry. Yes. Cheat codes enabled. No, it's not cheating. You can't do things fast if you aren't using your tools the best way. Okay, so that's pretty nice. Okay, here's gonna be Snakehead 1, Snakehead 2. Let's go. Okay, I'm not liking how thick the snake's necks are. That's a little sus. Let's change my eraser to something that's going to be a little more opaque so we can get stuff out of there faster. Do we have little teeth? We're probably not going to have enough detail for little... Something like that. They tend to wrap a little more, so let's give them eyes. Let's give them some eyes. This is hilarious. I thought this would be so easy with my cheat codes on. It's never as easy as you think, though. Okay. I'm trying to, like, follow my own train of thought here. There we go. It's kind of like that. And like that. It's looking closer. I think it should taper more at the end here. Like, they're getting more... Both the snakes are getting more narrow, and their little curvature is getting more narrow. So we get this whole, like, that kind of effect. Wait, hold on. Top hats on the snakes. They're just having a good time. This is the top hat of Jupiter. Draw the wings kind of wrapping around. Ooh, that's a beautiful idea. I love that. So then here, this goes... It could be like this, maybe? Wing, 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 wing. That looks, I like the overall composition of this. It's very, very sweet. But maybe the snakes need to look a little more dangerous. So let's see. What happens if I stretch it out a little bit? What do we have? If you have the paintbrush, fun Procreate tip. If you have the paintbrush selected and hold down on the eraser button, it'll make the eraser the same as your paintbrush. Yes, I love that one. On this moment, the pencil, I like to have it be a pen one that's really opaque, so I don't have to like, you know how pencils are. I don't need to explain that. Wait, okay. What happened here? Also, lovely to see here, Miss Kim's Tea Time. I loved your artwork of Augusta in the Discord and your video, like devlog. I want to call it a devlog. Process video about it was really nice too. Can the staff be made of copper? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Monocles, or is that too far? No, everything in this game has a monocle. That's the real secret. That middle loop of the snake seems fat. Yeah, it really does. Let's narrow it out a little bit. Toot, toot, toot. Yes, we're gonna, once we get around to like actual line art, it's gonna, okay, so I'm gonna take away the, what's it called? Symmetry now. So then we can start messing around with. Okay, step back from this a little bit. Yeah, the ends of the snakes actually need to go to points. Wait a minute, what's this? Drawing, yes, the drawing guide, but it shouldn't, okay. Why is it still, oh, let's turn off assisted drawing, that's why. That's not something that usually happens. So you've got to be a little more, I stretched them out and now the snakes are all out of whack. What are we looking like over here? Oh, well thanks for making it more wonderful, Miss Kim. Snakes should have canes as well. This is caneception. We've got a cane with snakes with canes. I'm sick and tired of these snakes on these canes. Yeah, they do have, technically, okay, do we need to like turn off assisted drawing? What's going on here? This is chaos. And the snakes are named Cain. And all the enemies are Abel, and you're gonna bash them. That's dark. Is that too soon? Let's see. One snake be all dapper and one snake be scary. What would the, okay, so what would the scary one look like? Let's say the right snake is scary. Maybe it's a cobra. And it goes like this. Jump, jump, jump. And it's mad. But that's its eyebrow. You can tell. You know, the standard reptilian eyebrow. Make them both Serpentius. Poor Serpentius. This one just has doot doot doot. Oh, a tongue instead of fangs. How about that? Split. The ends of the snake merge into the end of the cane instead of looping around it, so you have a big loop. then the wings that act as another big loop at the end. Whoa! Hold on, I gotta try this. So it's like jump, jump. And then it kind of like loops up. The snakes are the cane. Give the cane a top hat and a monocle. Like the wings like the Southern Oracle from Neverending Story. I've never seen the Neverending Story. Isn't I know that's like kind of criminal. Let me look it up. What's it called? It is the Southern Oracle. Neverending Story. Oh! Oh! Okay. Hold on, so y'all can see this. If you like me, that's what that looks like. Right? Only watch Neverending Story if you want to manifest depression in your life. Oh. Okay, Cordy, I know more than 5 pop culture things. I've watched at least 6 things. Yeah, that's why I have my husband. He tells me all the things that I need to know. And then eventually maybe we get around to actually watching them. What is the cane where the snakes intertwined and the heads face out? Oh yeah, that's an option too. So we have the... We could have the snakes go... How do I do that? This one does look a lot like Serpentius, actually. I mean, I know it's just a lot of scribbles right now, but it kind of is giving that. Can I get away with this? This sketch is becoming so messy. I've got to clean it up a little bit so I can even tell what I'm doing here. So these are here. This could be the, what did we say? This is the front one, that's the back one? Sure. And then that means that this one would be the front one next time. Yeah, let's see here. This is like... Snake divorce arc. They used to be so close. Cain and Abel. The snakes. Let's see, so maybe a little bit like that. We'll make the silhouette like the alchemical symbol for Mercury. Oh yeah, because we've got like a circle up there. And then these could be the... Okay, let me see. Draw like that. That-ish. These are here. And then these kind of have like... Jump, jump. I'm going to have to simplify a lot. Because the lines for this art style, as you can see, are like... Very thick. Very thick lines. We used to be best buddies, but now we're not. What are we going to do? Do you want to build a caduceus staff? Okay, so if I want to make it more like the Mercury symbol, that has like up top, like this, circle, cross. Can the snakes be... So that would mean that these snakes need to taper more. Oh, wait, but then... Okay, so the snakes can be part of the cross. So they can go... They would go out more, like this. Now they're sad. They're sad after the conflict. Okay. And then the first wrapping would be the circle. Oh, the first wrapping would be the circle, not this. Oh! Oh, okay. So could it go like... Vaunt? They couldn't... Post-divorce arc Sag, they couldn't live without each other. It's so true. Oh. Okay. Lore researchers will have a field day. How did Mercury get these top hats? I think... Okay. Yeah. I think this is gonna be good. Let's go from here. So then I'm gonna make a new layer here, and we're gonna start in a little bit on the line work. So I like to use this tinderbox. I have a specific brush setup that I call tinderbox for outlines. That is that I have like very specific settings that always work, because I came into this after making lots of mistakes on line weight for Lighthoof, and so now I'm like I'm using the same brush every time for every line. Oh well, these are meant to, so this is just sketching, but these are meant to be the wings up here, I think. Let me make it a little clearer. So these are like jun jun jun. Wing, 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 wing. They'll be a little bit more probably defined than this. They do look a little bit like horns right now. How can I make the... Oh, because they, these ones have like, they have this here and then they go like that. Looking at the Never-Ending Story. Wings again as the reference. These probably need to be a little bit more symmetrical, so let's get rid of that one. And we're just going to do a classic copy and paste. Wait, what? But I just hit copy and paste. Why didn't you do it? Maximum limit of 124 layers reached. What a dark time we live in. When I can't even have infinite layers because iPads have limited RAM. Okay, here we go. Now it should work. But now I have the empty layer selected. I'm very good at this. Okay, how about that? It got so many layers. Yeah, thanks, Steve Jobs. It has got so many layers because I have all of these very many layered artifacts on here too. Alright, here we go on line work. See, is this the actual silhouette that I want? Kind of has more of it. There we go. So now I get... Yes, Okram, new relic! See, and for anybody new who's joining, this is going to be... we haven't decided on a name. It could be Quicksilver something. It could be Caduceus. It could be Hermes' staff. And this is going to increase the damage that your bash deals based on how fast you're moving at the time that you bash, which is going to synchronize very well with something that's in the upcoming devlog, and I can't wait to show you that part. It's gonna be wild. Let's see what else. Make the snake out of marble and the other basalt. I don't know where my... I don't know where my Discord is. Let's see. Ooh, that's pretty. That's actually a lot simpler. I like that. Where is show? Hold on. Show. Switch to screen and face. I like that. I like that silhouette because then you get it's kind of going to be easier to draw too, I think. What about the wings though? Well, thank you. Get. Oh yeah, here we go. iPad only. We just get these just a little bit higher because I like the height. And then we'll make the wings tiny so they can be more of the hat on Mercury's thing. Just like that. I dig it. Then the snakes can kind of echo that because they go vomp. Now they're really getting chunky. Okay. So there's one here. I'm doing a bit of a squishiness of it. Hi, I'm back. Could you hear me? Was I talking? I'm doing a bit of a squishy reinterpretation here. I love a chunky snake. Oh my gosh, this is... Okay, let's make this layer really quiet and this layer really quiet. And then we're going to start on line work. So now I want to take the background color to something a bit lighter so that the dark will really stand out instead. And let's start with our nice little circle up top. Boop. And let's turn on symmetry again, because that was nice. Just made everything a little easier. Edit drawing guide, symmetry, and go. Let's take these two layers and move them so they're actually in the spot. Beautiful. Boop. How did those look? Those wings again. No! Rude. Okay. It was like, you need to sign up. So, oh wait, what happened? There we go. Lovely. So now we're getting the outline of the wings going. Snakes. Boop. Little guy. Looking like they're having a good time. Here we go. Let's get this curve right. Let's get it right. The second time. Third time. And here comes the staff part. Just do a little bump out for that. Boop. Okay. This is coming along. Here we go. I kind of like how narrow these snakes are looking now. I mean, I love a chunky snake, but I think this is going to do more for the silhouette. To have them... We need to have them come out again. Cha. This is kind of implying the Mercury symbol here. I guess that's kind of the circle and the cross or something. I don't know. Working on it. And then we'll trace that through. Ugh, gross. This is hard. I'm trying not to rotate the canvas too much because I feel like if I'm like, wah, oop, then everybody's gonna get dizzy. I'm trying not to. But it is just like super automatic. Ugh. Because you're always trying to get like the best curve for your hand to do. Or I am anyway. But I feel like that's pretty universal. Like among artists, like you're trying to like rotate the camera. So I'm gonna rotate myself. Just realize the truth. There is no iPad. You're really bending as yourself. But this is getting... The width of this snake is very inconsistent at the moment. So now this will go here. Da, da, da. See. Missing cane in the middle loop. Yeah. What if what if it was missing in the middle loop? That might be a wild idea. Zoom out a little bit. It's kind of nice because I can look up here and it's a lot smaller up there. Those snakes looking really straight across. Let's make this curvier. How about that? Let's see. How will he hold it? Maybe that middle loop should be like very, very tight. Like, so that's where you would hold it, is like right here. So they go in here. And then it's like, wah. That's like the holding spot. Maybe? And then maybe these come out a little wider and narrower. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. So, okay, sorry for moving around so much. I love my relics covered in cinnamon sugar. Me too. Although I'll eat a pretzel that's covered in just about anything. Snakes gonna be part of the staff or actual living snakes? I want this to... no, this one... other way. This one should come in narrower. Oop. So now I also need to decide, I think, one to be in front, one to be behind. So now I have to turn off Cinemetry again, I think. Cinnamon tree. This is my cinnamon pretzel. Oh, I forgot. I always forget I can just do that right here. I don't have to do the whole menu. I'm gonna put big air quotes around line work. All right. I'm gonna have to turn sideways. Because I will not be able to do this. The whole menu is just pretzels. It's pretzels all the way down, folks, and it's a delicious world. Oh, that is me right now, Azuri. Literally me. I think eventually I think this will be like the final, and then I mean once I get this all going on, the loop should taper more as you go down. Yeah, yeah. Let's see, alpha. No, it's a drawing assist. There we go. I like the actual shape. Well, no, I think it does need to go this way. And then this one will have to come over. Oh, but not drawing assisted. I'm glad I chose such an easy relic to draw. This is just, you know, so straightforward, so simple. What exactly are you drawing? I just got here. This is a new relic that's going to increase your damage of your bash the faster your character is going. So this is going to pair well with like other things that increase your momentum, obviously. And also some secret speedrunner techs and things that will make you run and fly around a lot faster. You could definitely exploit with this, I think. Can get really interesting. Okay, so this is now going to go zwap. Kind of almost a better tactic to like erase the middle, because then you don't have to worry about both lines being... How's that going? This one gets too thick for... Sorry for the zoom. That's a lot better. Okay, now at the bottom we gotta get this pretzel out of here. It's a little too pretzely. Zoom in. There we go. I don't think I'm gonna get that exact curve again, so we're gonna do it this way. Copy and paste. Flip horizontal. And here we go. Better. Tend to converge on... For line thickness, I tend to converge on the profile from both sides. Can you explain that more? I would say the best speedrunner build in the game right now is like Twilight Slippers, trying to get as many, I think it's Jade beads as you can. And then you're probably going to want some extra air jumps for more mobility. Merge down. And then probably you're going to want some damage too. So like the Onyx beads increase your base bash damage. And you might just want to just smack things in the face. Although it's also really fast to catch and throw projectiles because you don't have to pause even a little bit. You could just catch and throw like in like one frame after another. So that's a pretty fast way to take out an enemy. That was Okram who's here. That was their preferred build in the early playtests before there were even like very many relics at all. Throwing and catching. You don't have to pause. Sheesh. We're pretty close, I think, to getting the line work done. Sorry for the, like, buzz. Just got to get these curves right. Really not super friendly. So for color, we're probably thinking this is going to be like gray, right? Up for, don't like how the cane lines up for 2 on top, but not last. Launch pads for synergy. Oh, yes! At least some areas gotta have launch pads. Let's finish up this top little bit here, too. Wait, why isn't that erasing? Oh, copper color, that's right. That'd be a great idea. And then we could have that marble snake and the onyx snake, or was it basalt snake? Ooh, actually, I love the idea of it being onyx because the onyx bead is the one that increases your bash damage. So make the line thicker than you need and cut back from either side. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Bottom loop cane doesn't look like it matches with the rest. Get far away from it. Could it be narrower? Is that what we think should? Let's try it. Just take the whole thing and we'll just like warp it so that it's just a bit more. So it tapers way down. Then we'll have to, yeah, get a little. Get in there. Is that better? I can zoom out in Procreate. I just don't want to make everybody dizzy. Looks like it's going straight down the curves too much. I'm trying to understand. Oh, this should... I just realized that this line should be in front. It's a little detail, but this should really be in front here. Give the snake speed. Oh yeah, they do need a tail tip would be better. Oh, snake's tail, wrap around and form the sharp tip on the end instead of the bottom loop. Let's see what we can do with that. Maybe one goes in front, the other one goes behind. I have a feeling down here it's like almost creating an MC Escher-esque shape of like, is this physically possible? But I love that, so. Come on down. Zoom in. Enhance. Enhance. Okay, then this would be like both of them there. And then maybe the other one comes like that. Procreate has this very silly thing on Apple Pencils where if you tap it twice, it switches from your eraser to your brush and back again. And right now, this very moment, is the only time I've ever done it on purpose. The rest is all an accident. I want to make it stop, but I've looked, you know, not that hard, and I can't figure it out. So, I guess I'm stuck just turning to erasing sometimes. Oh, I need my thicker. There we go. Let's see. Oh, better now. I thought they were going to fuse with the cane bottom. Oh, I didn't know that about Procreate. Yeah, I think it's an Apple Pencil thing. I don't know. MC or Escher Relic when? Yeah, it's going to actually put a third dimension into the game, and then the procedural generation is going to go, like, into the Z-axis, and Samuel can turn sideways. It's going to be so wild. It's going to be so much work for just one relic, but, you know, worth it. The horns are going to become wings. Let's make that actually happen. And the snakes will have eyes. So now I like when I'm doing like the what's it called? Yes, it just becomes Fez, and I'm gonna become Phil Fish. Dangerous proposition. Fez is such a great game. So for these little lines, I like to go on a different layer just because if I happen to erase them or rework them, I really don't want to deal with like redoing the line work that's touching them, stuff like that. Let's see what else we got here. Let's add this in, maybe a little bit of a narrower. Hold on. That's not so bad. Sorry for the zoom. And then what if there were other lines here? Like in between. That's kind of an interesting pattern, maybe. Let's try that. Whoop. We're getting very detailed. That's a bit thick. Shave it down. This did not continue the curvature of that line at all. That's better. Much better. Some pretty... Oh, that's like a main line. Come on. There we go. Instead of, yeah, I'm gonna just erase this side, duplicate, flip horizontal, move it over. Hope it works. There we go. This is gonna be so small. So small. Yeah, there might be too many details on the wings. We're gonna have to see how it shakes out with the with everything else. Let's get the snaky eyes in there. Hi there. Hi there. Let's get... Also, sorry if you're hearing my chair when I move around. It's really creaky. Come on. There we go. So just adding little tiny details here. Maybe this snake can be... And this snake can be happy. Oh, good. You can't hear the chair. That's nice. Asset staff from Smite. I played one game of Smite. I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool, but it's a high learning curve. Hey, Zaggy. Under the weather all week, so chill art in the background. Feel better soon. Top hat. Snakes with top hats now. Okay, I love the meme of the top hats. I don't know if it works lore wise with what these are. Maybe as an Easter egg or something. How many how many takes do I normally have to do on camera for stuff? It depends on what I'm saying. if the if it's like a list of things or something particularly technical, I have to say it like 100,000 times. And my poor my poor editor husband says that it actually takes 100 takes every time. But it's more like 3, maybe 5 if it's thinking. I don't like the way those lines are converging. Let's try this. Let's just warp this a little bit, see if we can get more. You can do it. I might have to do one side at a time, though. Little warpy. There we go. That's kind of following the actual curve of the wings better. Much better. Ugh. Elijah doesn't like watching live streams particularly at all, but popping in to say hi. Thank you. That's really nice of you. If you were to add a new ability, I think it would be really fun if it was Samuel's hat, and if he throws it, it takes people's damage, but you lose the chance of getting beats. Oh, that's an interesting, like, risk-reward. He takes off the hat and like a Mario Odyssey. One snake has tongue out and the other has mouth. Oh yeah. Let's experiment with that. Are you familiar with the concept of passage in art? Stopping a line before it intersects to imply going behind something. Oh, I see. So it kind of like there's an empty space before. No, I have not. I'm gonna have to look into that. It sounds useful. So this one's gonna be like bang. And the other one's gonna be like little tongue, like tongue. This is silly. Let's see what way will look best for tongue. And then I'll have to. Oh, jeez. What was that? Oh, what is that? Okay. I need to do that little trick to get this brush, because this is my version of the outline brush that tapers with how hard I'm pushing. Works better for finer detail stuff. That looks that's not working. Let's see. I also have this version of the brush that makes like a little thing. Just a little tongue out here. I don't know how to make this work. And then instead of fully forking it, maybe it's like that. It's still. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I can make the tongue work. I think it's just an issue of scale, and I think especially once it's like scaled down to a tiny little thing in the game, it's gonna be pretty tough to see. So we can have this be like the happy dopey snake. I think that's enough of a... It does look pretty cute. Okay. I think we're gonna call this good. It can always be edited later sometime. And let's get the color in there. So we're gonna start with a bronze of some kind. So go here. A little line with a V at the end can do it. Just an outline, no fill, maybe. Is this for the tongue? Digitail, hi. What is going on is that we're designing a new relic that increases your bash damage when you are going fast. Gotta go fast. Wait, a little V. What? I'm trying to understand. A little line with a V at the end. Oh, just an outline, no fill. Oh, yeah, let's try it. That could be real cute. Let's give it a shot. That's... Let's change the shape of it, but it's giving. Something. There we go. Oh, good solution. All right, here we go. Color mode. So this part tends to go pretty fast. And I always do the flats on the lowest layer. This is the bottom one. Oh no, but the snakes are gonna be that. Okay, so now we got that in there. What color should the like round thing at the top be? Do you think maybe a mixture? So if we're gonna have like a white snake and a black snake, maybe we do a mixture. So I think the white snake will be a little bit purple tinged, maybe. And should we have the angry one? Let's have the angry one be the white one. Oh, an emerald, a red ball, copper kind of oxidate. I love that idea. We will oxidate. Pale blue, maybe the sphere is blue. Oh, I'm getting a lot of blue in chat. The wings, you could be more readable if you did a 1, 3, 5 breakup. Whoa. Oh, you're officially my comfort YouTuber streamer. Wow, what a dream. Thank you. It's so nice to say. Yeah, blah. Okay, and then the other one's gonna be like a dark purple. We go a little bit goth. And then this will be a happy little snake. And we'll tune these colors later, so they don't have to be exact right now. Right, meow. Then this will go this direction. Oh, this is Procreate, Michael. Okay, there we go. Now we got the whole snakies colored in, just the basic flats. What color should the eyes be? Should they be, it should be like a yin and yang thing, right? So like this one's gonna be that one's color, and then the other one's gonna be this one's color. Might need to make that one a little bigger, because just to make it read, hi. Hello, little eye. Oh, that's good. So then we should make the wings the same color here. Oh, reminds me of Augusta. Yeah, it does have her, like, copper and purple vibe. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh, wait. Emerald is actually totally the idea, because it should be green to represent my movement color thing, which is green. Just as a little extra... Or like jade eyes. Yeah, maybe they should be... That's great, whoever said that. Now we're thinking... So the purple color is for the bash, and then the green color is for this. Yeah. Lovely, let's get this curve now. Let's see. Yang's like verdigris. This is all intentional from me, but I like it. Maybe glass sphere with quicksilver inside. Ooh, yeah, we should definitely... Oh, yeah, let's have a snake naming... This is going to be some deep lore for the game. Suggest names for the snake. Go. I really like the idea of making that the inside of this turn into something. So we'll get to that in like the texturing phase, which is about to be pretty soon. So the first thing I'm gonna do here, we're gonna make this not an alpha lock. I always mix up alpha lock and clipping mask. Like, I've been doing this for years and I still do it. Oh yeah, Cain and Abel. Jeff. The green does feel bright. Oh my, it looks even brighter on the screen. It looks sort of tame here in Procreate, but then I look up at the stream and I'm like, that's like just RGB, it's R0G1B0. Bonum and malum. Oh, good and evil in Latin, that's cool. Dash and bash. Ang and fang. Oh my god, these are so cute. Slip and dash. Just Timothy. They're both Timothy. Pinkle and Purpink. This is so cute. I'm drawing while watching you and just trying to change the layer in my canvas. That's hysterical. Yes and yes. Dash and bash is really, really good. That's true. Jeff is already the bead trader. Catastrophe, a word for catastrophe. That makes sense. Castor and Pollux. Ooh, that's very, very poetic, very mythical. Flip and flap. Tango and Cash. This... Okay. Alfred and Rasmussen, Tim and Jim, Mustang and Sally. I've seen a lot of votes for Dash and Bash. It's really good. Just plum. Flip and flap. Le yin and le yang. Whoa, that's an interesting idea. Could each snake be a separate relic in the staff as a combo? What would the separate ones do? That's a good question. Maybe be bracelets? Chip and Dale. This is a new relic, is right? Dash and back snake oil salesman. Which would I miss? Lamber and Guinea. That would be great names for snakes. Just generally. Uno and Duo. Perp and Nerp. Let's see. I forgot to get this in here. Y'all are really too good at naming things. I might have to do like another community-wide poll. Because that's what I do whenever I am feeling indecisive. The ideas are too good. I'll review this chat afterwards. And the ones that have the most, like, most people saying, like, this one, will definitely be in the poll. But there's a limit of 4. Okay. So next, let's do a little texture stuff. First, let's dull out the screen just a little bit, especially the one up here. That's just too much. That's just aggressive. Okay. So the first thing that I want to do is bring in some, like, just different tones that are pretty opposite. Like, this is where I do the, like, oxidation moment, like, just a little bit to kind of... I usually make things, like, less symmetrical here. Oh, so this is going to be a tricky one because there's, like, lots of different materials. So I'm probably going to have to go back in and erase a bunch of times. But that's okay. I like to just kind of, like, mess it up a little bit. Does not work at all for this part. We want that to be pretty pure. Let's get some of the, like, some spots off of here. It looks pretty chaotic now, pretty dirty, but I'll bring down the opacity, and there's going to be a lot more that happens to it. Oh, my maximum limit is reached again. Foiled. Okay, let's get rid of some of these sketch layers then. I'll open up a new document eventually. Oh my god. Opens new layer, merges it down instantly. Hits alpha lock instead of clipping mask again. Okay, so then we got multiply. If you don't know, a multiply layer can only make things darker. It cannot make things lighter because it's a subtractive process basically, even though it says multiply. And so I like to use this for shadows because it makes things darker. It's not really how shadows work in real life, but it works for the purposes of this, and it's a really fast way of doing things. Let's give just a little bit of shadow under here. Yeah, I like maybe the orb is the snake's poison. And the green also represents movement in the game, so it's all coming together. Kind of hit the undersides here. That's a good underside right there. Oh, smaller. Really tiny shadows. Yeah, I like that. I've been thinking about that a lot. When I do like painting, I'm probably gonna try out that different process because that's a more physically based representation. Okay, so now that I have some shadows in, I'm gonna go in with some highlights. Really low add layer. Add is kind of the opposite. It always gets it always makes things lighter. And I use a spectra brush to just kind of add some like edges where this light might hit. And this will kind of make it pop a little bit more too in the game. Because this is just so much bigger than we're ever going to see it in the game, right? Just adding all this in here. Shoop, shoop. Just defines the shape a little more. It's even a little bit, I would say, nonsensical with regards to actual physical real lighting. This just kind of implies the volume and is just a way that appears to work. Because lighting, when it appears in the game and in different rooms and stuff, like the lighting might be different, right? You might be lit, you might not be lit. So this is really only about volume for me at the moment. I just kind of, oh yes, that could be rounded, that could be, this area is probably not rounded, that kind of thing. Okay, so that's pretty close. Now I want to give a little more special texturing attention to because we were talking about the poison in there, or like, at least some kind of like swirly, twirly effect. Let's get dark, and let's Why not, maybe some, like, this blue will kind of create a weird... Zero. Just a little more interest. This is the centerpiece of the whole deal, right? Just some swirls. Might even try. You want to be noticed, Dark Element 12? I have noticed you. Oh, cool, a Caduceus staff. Yeah, nailed it. For separate snakes, one improves dash, one improves bash, and they can be named Bash and Dash. Ha! Adding wavy shadow in the bottom portion. Let's get a little more... this is kind of backwards? No. Just a little more. Let's zoom in on this so we can really see. Looks like I missed part of this here in my coloring. It's looking kind of pretty, I think. Just kind of curving everything so that it gives this like swirly, ethereal, magical feel. Kind of looks like a planet. Kind of looks like Neptune or something. I'm not going to say the greener one. Because there's no right way to say it, right? You're either avoiding pronouncing it the one way, and it's like clearly obvious. Or you make a whole bit out of it like I'm doing right now. And then let's give it a little... nope. It's got to be a specular highlight. You're going to have your own layer, which I can't afford right now. I'm out here begging. I'm out here begging for layers. Maybe this. Oh no. Let's try this little trick. Oh yeah, maybe it'll even imply a little bounce light from the... Oh yes, we're gonna be so sophisticated here with shading. Way more than I've ever been in the past. It might just look too silly. A little bounce light from the white snake. You can even apply that over here too. Is that too much? That's like different than... Kind of a different texture. Let's make it... Wow, but I have the specular there. Nah. Okay, fine. We'll go back into the add layer and do that there again. Get out of here. Okay, now that it's gone, I do like it. Wait, but that should be working. Add. There we go. Just a little bit more. Okay. What do we think? Wow, slow down making it look 3D. Yeah. I don't want to give the illusion that this is anything but drawn. And just a little bit. Yeah, let's add a... I'm gonna wrap up the stream in a little bit here because this is getting pretty close. Let's see. Why is this? It should be adding. I'm gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go lower. That's looking weird. Because I think it needs to be above the add layer. Let's do it on this one. I feel like in theory this should be working better than it is. Is it too dark? It needs to be like a very pale purple. in order to read. As light. Make a relic that heals you if your light is high enough. That's a really good idea. No, I don't want the stream to end, Comfort Streamer. I'm sorry. I'm going to be streaming more, though, because this is fun. Streaming used to be very scary to me, but I don't feel scared now. Yes, I remember that one that you suggested, Otavio. Make a relic that gives you a robotic helper that heals you. Oh! It could be so cute, too. Alright, one last step that I almost always do for everything, in this game anyway, is just, I like to go in and just add these little, like, hatching lines where the shadows are. A lot of times it doesn't do that much, but I think it kind of, like, messes, it makes it a little messy in a way that I enjoy. I don't like them there. That's okay. That's a good spot. And I'll probably end up doing more cleanup on this when I get really obsessive later about it. Oop, I hear my dog barking. She probably wants to go outside. Here goes this. Just a little, maybe. Some on the snake, too. And then at the bottom, definitely. Not quite. And then I can also catch things like how this line isn't looking super lined up. That's too bad. Okay. Wrong eraser. This is drawing with drama. Have you ever been jump scared by a drawing? Oh! Hi, greeting from Brazil. I really love the way you approach game development and your art style. Have you considered to do a music-themed level? I think it would fit in nicely with Disinherited. You're going to be very pleased. I haven't announced anything about it yet, but I've been talking it over with my friend Cordy and my husband, and we have some really wild ideas for a music-themed boss and level. It's going to be unlike anything else in the game. It feels like there needs to be something taking up a little space there. That's pretty good for that line. And thank you for the super chat also. I don't think I said that out loud, only in my head. Okay. I'll probably come back to this like tomorrow and be like, I need to rework a little thingies here and there, but honestly, I'm feeling pretty decent about this one. Bounce light should be super subtle. There we go. I like it. So just as a, let's watch the, just as a final here. The next devlog is going to be on Friday. We can try this. Time lapse replay. Oh boy. No wait. Oh no, I've created something terrible. That's gonna show you like 10 relics in a row. I thought that would kind of pop off a little easier than it did, but that's okay. Now that I'm looking, it only took me 1 second of looking at something else to realize that I want to do like something different. Little shadow. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, there we go. Just little details. So here we go. Let's see. Make it ancient Greek themed level with Greek mythology. The boss could be Hades because he's the god of the dead people. I do love a certain game that's called Hades. Haven't gotten to play Hades 2 yet. What what equipment do you use to draw? Just an iPad and an Apple Pencil in Procreate. Some drop shadow on the staff could make it look more physically grounded. Let's try that. Let's just drop it in there a little bit. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, actually that does make it look more real already. Oh, and right there too. But I've got to get rid of the highlight there. That'll be a little more. It's like under the snake. Yeah. Looking good. Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, I totally agree with that, Marusha. As a musician, you might appreciate this. On my art stream yesterday, I talked about harmonious color picking system akin to keys in music theory. Totally agree. I often think to myself that like hue selection is kind of like the intonation of art, and intonation in music, like playing in tune, is like hue selection. It's like, it's very connected for me. Have I ever saw the movie Fiddler on the Roof? I think the main character of the movie could inspire a boss or a neutral NPC from this level. Here's a really funny story about how I played Tevye in Fiddler on the Roof in high school. That's the story that I played Tevye. That's hilarious because it's such a miscast. But it was fun. And I have loved that musical ever since I was a little kid. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to export the time-lapse video. We're going to do full length. And then I should be able to zoom to the spot where this starts. And then, okay, go to save video. Last night I spent literally 2 hours emptying out stuff on my iPad because it finally got full. It was... Is this going to work? Oh, you can't see it. Okay. So this is today's journey. Oh, this is another one. You'll see that on Friday's devlog. Okay, so here's how we did today. Starting from here. So he's tried to sketch it diagonally. Gave up on that. Gave the top hats to the snakes. I'm aiming for a price point of $9.99 for Disinherited. Snake hats, When I started the stream, it was dark outside. Now it's completely bright. Did you just stay up all night? Oh, a shield relic that automatically bounces projectiles. That could be really interesting. Combative dash similar to Sharp Shadow. That's a really good idea. Or like the backpack in... I think that's a mutation in Dead Cells. What musical? Fiddler on the Roof. Also, I read the chat log last time, Raph, and learned how to pronounce your name. So it's funny that we've like known each other online for so long and I didn't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry about that last time. So here we are, we're adding the, what's it called? We're adding some shadows and stuff. It's must be getting really fine detail. Oh, it stopped. And that's it. That's it. We got it all in there. You know, what's funny is that it is rendered a lot differently. It might just be my monitor is super bad, but it looks so bright and saturated up there. And it does not look extremely bright and saturated on my iPad. So I wonder if that's the, I wonder if that's your experience too. Or if I need to do some changes. Why is it mirrored is a great question that I don't have the answer to. Something else you can do is hard light and soft light to add colored lights. Right. I have not played around too much with hard light and soft light, but that would make sense that that's exactly what they would do. I've heard dodge can also be an interesting thing. All right. Since we've got the Caduceus staff, I'm going to call it a night and call it a stream. So thank you all so much for joining me. And I hope to see you in the next one. The devlog will be out on Friday, and I should probably be streaming again on Monday at the same time as this week. So, yeah. All right. Dogs barking. That's my cue. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.